Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
I'm so excited! The backup for the sound, just in case, like always. We don't want to do anything wrong with the recording of this reaction video and this reaction video, these two episodes. I just saw, okay, this first episode, I mean the episode 8, it's 1 hour and a half, something like that. But the episode 9, it's 2 hours and a half. It's the Lord of the Rings. How long it is? It's insane. And I'm so worried, because of it. Because it means that it's in fact 2 regular episodes. The amount of things which can happen into Stranger Things into 2 hours and a half, and right there 1 hour and a half. It's insane. It's too much. I'm gonna need a break, between episodes for sure, but also even during the episode 9. 2 hours and a half. I can already imagine how emotional it's gonna be. I didn't say hi. Hello! Hi! I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Stranger Things season 4 episode 8. I watched all of the episodes, all of the first episodes, the part 1 of this season 4 if you want to see my reaction videos. I'm gonna put the link into the I reacted also to the 2 last seasons, I think. Check the links, that I'm putting right there. I made a playlist for Stranger Things on my channel. I was saying that I have the feeling that it's gonna be emotional for sure because it's a really long episode, so at some point it's gonna get emotional. Because it's Stranger Things, so it's always emotional at some point. Because the part 1 of this season 4 was already emotional, and also because they told us that it was gonna be that emotional. And when I say they told us, you have to know that I didn't watch the trailer of that part 2 because I said it during the binge watching of the part 1. The trailer of the part 1 ruined me a lot of moments, of this episode. You know that I'm someone who hates spoilers, like I'm really watching only trailers for seasons, not for episodes. I'm not searching for any information, for any promotional pictures, teasers, sneak peeks, stuff like that. I hate that kind of stuff. I really want to be surprised by the show that I'm watching, and that's why discovering the part 1, I hated the trailer that they made about it because in fact it's spoiling a lot of things, in particular the fact that at some point we would have Max right there into the air. So we knew, discovering the first episodes and how Vecna is doing his stuff, we knew that it would happen to Max. Like, for me it ruined a lot of things, that trailer, so that's why I didn't watch the trailer of that part 2. And still, I know that they promoted that part 2 with it's gonna be really emotional, you're not prepared enough, like they made that so clear on Twitter with the Netflix account, with the Stranger Things account, with some also journalists, with some members of the casting talking about it and saying that the fans are not ready for the end of this season, that they're gonna cry for sure a lot. I think that it was even, I lost her name, Millie Bobby Brown, the actress of 11, who said that we're gonna weep a lot at the end of the episode 9, that it's gonna be awful, that it's gonna be really emotional. Because of that, for sure, I imagine that someone is gonna die. They made also a lot of things around Max, for sure, but with what happened to her already during the part 1, I have really big issues to think that she can die into the part 2. I mean, it's really something that I hate when writers, they are almost killing a character, but not really they are saving that character, for at the end really killing that character. La Casa de Papel, I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm still not over that. Stop. I was saying, like I said, de Papel, it's money east in US and in English countries, just so you know. I was saying, I don't imagine that they can do that for Max, but they are saying a lot that we have to be worried for Steve, and with what happened, you know, during the last episodes, with the fact that he is hurt, with also all of the things about, you know, that jealous thing about Dustin, and also his relationship, his love relationship, the fact that he's so lost, also the fact that he's accumulating a lot of flirt and stuff like that, nothing important, that maybe he has trouble to find his place, like, you know, that he feels like he's left behind, that he's always babysitting people. I have the impression that they're gonna do something like he was always babysitting people, but now that he's really into the action, he's gonna die or something like that. I have the impression that with the narrative arc of the show, but also with what they are doing with the character for this season, they can end stuff for him during this season, like they can find a way to close a lot of things, like see, she was still in love with him, see, he was Dustin's best friend, really, see, you know, nah, is the hero at the end, maybe he's gonna die saving them or sacrificing themselves, you know, he was not just a babysitter, he was a real hero. I'm not okay with that idea, I hate that idea. And except for that, I can't imagine who can die except for him. Some can think Lucas because he was not really into the group at the beginning, but now he's fully back into the group again without any explanation. Like, we didn't talk again about the fact that you didn't go to his game and he felt like you betrayed him, and you know, there is really like a gap between you guys. Like, I love the fact that he's back, but I hope that at some point they're gonna talk about it. I really don't think that something can happen to Mike. Will, we can be like, he's so related to the other world, and or maybe he can be one of the suspects, you know, to die, because right there during this season he's really like closed, a little cold and all. I think that we all guessed that at some point we can have something about Will, something personal, like maybe he's gonna come out, maybe he's gonna say that he's gay, like there is something around that since a moment with Will, about being truly himself, about hiding something. I don't think that it's into the painting, I think that the painting it's more something about them, you know, that group of friends, and the fact that he's missing them. But I don't think that he's in love with Mike. I saw that some of you think so. I don't think so. Oh, the fact that everyone, the fans, but also the casting and also the writers, they forgot Will's birthday. I mean, some of the fans noticed that during the moment, you know, when Eleven she's attacked by all of these teenagers, you know, during the roller time, the date that it was the date that they used in previous seasons, saying that it was Will's birthday. So clearly everyone forgot that that day was supposed to be Will's birthday. But the writers, they recognized, you know, their mistake. They said that they didn't pay attention to it, that no, it's not these characters who forgot that it was Will's birthday, and that maybe it can be a plot into the story. They really said that themselves, they forgot it. So to come back to Will, maybe, you know, as a suspect to die, it wouldn't be logical for the big story, you know, which is about all of the seasons like that together. Everything began with him. For me, he has to be there until the end, so he can't die right there in this season 4, maybe more season 5, we'll see. And Eleven, she can't die right now, but I'm beginning to think that she's so related to Vecna for sure. Now we discovered how she created Vecna in a way, by sending one like that into the other world. And again, there is that big question about, did she create also the other world? and that's why he's chasing her that much. That's why everyone was chasing her that much. Like, yes, it was Hopper who said at some point, I don't understand why all of these creatures that are so much after 11, and we had also Dustin explaining the situation, like it's the general, it's the soldiers, you know, all of these creatures, and they're all after 11 because of that. For me, there is more about the other world than just 11 made Vecna. Maybe she's also related to the other world, like... But all of that to say that she's so much related to the other world that I have the impression also that, you know, it's not gonna be about closing it, it's gonna be about destroying it, and because of the fact that she's so related to it, maybe I can imagine something at the end really emotional, not at the end of the season, but at the end of all of the story, like she's gonna kill herself, sacrifice herself, maybe something like that, but not right there. All of that big intro, yep, to say that they promised that this end of the season is gonna be really emotional. They did it so much, you know, they pushed the idea so much that now I'm pretty sure that someone is gonna die, and that on my suspect list, mainly, I have Steve for now, and that's really bad. I hate the idea. Or maybe they're gonna do what they already did before, creating an awesome new character to just kill that character at the end. I would hate for them to do that with that new one that everyone fall in love with. The mastermind, no, the dungeon master. But at the same time, he said also, you know, during the game that we had, he said sometimes it's better to run than to play the hero. You know, I have the impression that they're gonna use that again, like he should have listened to himself and run, not play the hero. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode 8. Remember that if you want on my Patreon, you have already the 2 episodes, you know, because they have 1 day of advance each time. So they have them in advance and with extended reaction parts. They are long episodes, so I'm not gonna put the full reaction part, but because it's long episodes, I think that the extended reaction part, it's really gonna be longer. Like for this one, it's already gonna be difficult for me to cut into it, you know, 1 hour and a half to keep only less than 20 minutes, because I'm sure that I'm gonna divide that in 2 videos. That's gonna be rough, but for 2 hours and a half to keep only 20 minutes, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that. Okay, let's go for this episode 8. I'm anxious, but I'm more excited than anxious for now. I'm sure that it's not gonna be the same before the episode 9. Let's go. Oh, and for sure we want Hopper and 11 reunion. And yes, I have a tissue.
There's nothing to be afraid of, is there, Nancy?
He knows that you're inside of his head. He knows.
What are you doing?
Trying to escape?
It's not time for you to leave.
You were a nice host. Now it's time.
Now you see where I've been to show you where I am going.
It means that you have a target, you have a purpose. 11. A place in particular?
I want you to tell 11
Or it means that you're gonna release Nancy.
everything you see.
The house? You're gonna open a window. You're coming. Oh, you can escape now. No electric things to block him anymore.
Got my message, huh?
Oh no, I always wanted to visit the Soviet Union with Murray.
No.
Thought you were dead.
I did lose you. For 8 months.
I never believed that you were dead.
You're the hero of Hawkins.
Of your daughter.
Squirrel.
Now I know.
She's dead.
She misses you so much.
She misses her dad.
Oh, the reunion, I'm not prepared for the reunion.
The hell is that? Please tell me you don't have another one of those things.
Oh, this creature is coming for the other one? To release the other one? Why is it making me sad? Like, for sure you were torturing it was suffering right there. You have them or you created them?
Found something.
They did too. I'm almost like, oh, okay, we're gonna escape, you're gonna save yourself, I love the idea, but what are we gonna do about that? The fact that they have it, the fact that right there, now it's not well protected. You have them back. Why is it making me? Because we know what she suffered to have them back. Oh, if I have tears just for stuff like that.
We're gonna make it. Like, she's gonna be okay. Yeah, I know. I know she is. But what if after all this is over, she doesn't need me anymore? Of course she'll still need you. She'll always need you. It's so stupid given everything that's going on. It's just, I don't know. I just, you're scared of losing her. Can I show you something?
The painting! For me, it's your friends. And for me and a lot of fans, we think that it's gonna come out at some point.
See how you're leading us here? You're planning the whole party and inspiring us. That's what you do.
Against the dragon.
It's hard. I mean, without heart, we'd all fall apart. Even now, especially now. These past few
Needs
months,
you,
she's
all
been
of you.
so lost without you. When you're different, sometimes you feel like a mistake.
Oh, yeah!
Mean to you, or she seemed like she was pushing you away. It's probably just because she's scared of losing you. Just like you're scared of losing her. I think she'd rather just get it over with quick, like ripping off a band-aid. So yeah, Elle needs you, Mike, and she always will.
He's also talking about himself right now. Wow! Oh, terminate your understood. Terminate. Talk to your brother, please.
I always thought that Henry was out there, hiding in the darkness. He's claimed 3 victims so far, and when I saw the eyes, I knew that was him.
My friends.
Well, we have
Always
contact,
thinking
but
about that.
As far as we know, they're all safe.
Henry is chiseling away at the barrier that exists between our two worlds.
Chiseling.
The pressure will build and build, and eventually it will reach a breaking point. When that happens,
That's what Nancy saw.
Hawkins will fall.
Why do I have the impression that
That went very well, I thought.
you might be proud also of Henry, of what he can do and all? Really, I have no sympathy at all for Daddy. Oh, you're gonna try to find Mike, your friend, to be sure that they're okay.
He showed me gates. 4 gates.
He already opened 3 with his 3 victims.
Vecna's clock. It always chimes 4 times.
4 kills.
Yes, and he already
4
made...
gates.
I said it! just right there. It means that someone else has to die for his plan. I think that he's gonna succeed to make that. The more we are progressing into the show, season by season, the more people are involved. You can succeed against Vecna, but I think that you're not gonna block his plan because it's not only his plan. Why? It's feelings, you know.
When he attacks his next victim, I'll bet you he's back in that attic. Physical body defenseless.
Defenseless? Yeah, what about the army of bats?
Nah.
True, we'll have to find a way past them.
We don't know when he's going to attack next.
And for who?
He's going to attack. Yeah, we do. I can still feel him.
Not you!
I can survive again. I need to keep him busy long enough so that you guys can get into that attic. Whatever you do. Try not to miss.
You think? No, I hate the idea. Making a trap with you as a bait? No! 11, come back.
No, do not send your men. Send me.
Your friends were not prepared for this fight, 11. And neither are you.
Shut the fuck up. Don't act like you know her better than herself.
He takes everything from his victims, everything they are and everything they ever will be. Their memories, their abilities.
He's acting like he knows something else. Also, like, he's really scared of him.
If you want to stop one, you will need to do more than walk. You will need to do more than run. You will need to fly. And you're not ready.
He wants to push your limits, okay. For fighting one, or because he's just interested about what you can do, pushing you and all?
I don't understand what he's capable of. Well, maybe you're right. Or maybe
You are...
either way, it doesn't matter.
No, he knows something. Something that one did as a kid before. Why maybe you try to control him, putting that, you know, into it to control his powers?
Full brood of Harringtons. Like 6 kids.
6?
Really?
6 little nuggets. 3 girls, 3 boys.
Ah!
I figured all of us Harringtons would pack into something like this and just see the country spend a week parked in the sand.
You like what you hear, Nancy?
Learn how to surf for something.
It's like he only sees the darkness in us.
He's using
So,
these dark memories.
run in the opposite direction.
There is really something symbolic about what Vecna is doing and what depression is doing.
Find a happy memory and hide there.
Which one are you gonna choose?
You got a memory in mind?
It was the time when I was
Involving me?
happiest.
Was I there?
Maybe.
It's presumptuous of you, but yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you might have been there.
Oh, guys.
Hey, but the second you start to lift, call in a key bush.
Ah.
This cannot fly us to America.
Why not? As long as winds are not too strong and your military friends do not shoot us out.
We make a call to the States.
I'm not sure that it's a good plan. They're gonna notice it, you know.